Prince Edward Island, Canada. It's a name that's synonymous with giant bluefin tuna.
I see a lost man on the red coast. I see he get there, searching for you.
One of the things that draws the bluefin tuna in such vast numbers to this area is the abundance of bait. There's a massive population of herring and mackerel, and that's one of the great things about PEI and the size of the fish that are typically here.
Beautiful.
It's one of the few places in the world that you can spend a few days and almost be guaranteed a shot at a 1,000-pound fish.
Holy look at the size of him. He is a big boy.
The best things about coming up here is the anticipation that you have no idea what you're gonna catch.
Well, get me one.
And every time you put a bait in the water, you have the potential
There he is, got him. Watch that line.
of hooking a world record fish.
Ah, I love this place. That is a monster. That right there is worth that hour of torture. I'm up here with the Hughes family, still fishing with Ross.
There's the tuna man himself.
Hey, man.
You too? Been a couple of years, huh?
Too many.
Too many. Agreed.
Name's Captain Ross Hughes, fishing vessel in Tuna. My brother and I own North Lake Charters. Between my brother and I and my father, we probably have over 100 years of fishing experience for fishing giant bluefin tuna.
How's the bite been? You said slow down a little bit. They're a little bit picky, but
It's been good up until probably the last 2 or 3 days. Just spotty marking fish, but they have no bite to them for some reason.
gotcha. So it's really just going to be a matter of trying to shy things up a little bit and trick them into eating and try to be one of the few boats that gets the bite. We just have to be in the right place, right time, and
We'll get her done.
good, good. Well, I'm going to go get my gear and get her on the boat, and we'll get out of here.
Sounds good.
All right.
From these waters came the bluefin world record, 3/4 ton. And for 40 years, anglers like Fred have chased it.
There's always this potential of being the next world record holder every time you leave the dock.
Well, I'm just gonna get us baited up here. Ross has actually done us all a favor and went out and got bait yesterday, so we wouldn't have to waste any time getting it today. Get this hook right here in his back, send him out. Using line and leader that we pre-rigged, give that leader a wipe, get any contaminants off. Large predatory fish have great vision, so something as simple as just cleaning the leader down might make the difference between getting a bite or not, especially when the fish are being real picky. Normally, when we're tuna fishing, is covering all parts of the water column. Josh and Ross are setting a kite out on the other side, and that's gonna hold the bait up at the surface. I'm setting this bait about 30 feet down, so if we do get fish that swim past the boat, whether they're up high or down low, we've got a pretty good shot at one of them seeing our bait.
Hanging bluefin baits at varied depths isn't all about cutting-edge technology. Sometimes it's as simple as a clear, empty water bottle.
And the reason that the tuna fish come to this section of PEI is to eat, because there's usually a huge abundance of mackerel and herring. The summer has been abnormally hot, in the 90s and 100s for weeks this August, which means the water temperatures are abnormally hot, so the herring are way delayed coming into the ledge to spawn. There are very few fish around. There have been a few caught here and there, but they're completely spread out. There's far less boats fishing, so there's far less intel as far as where those fish are.
Well, we hung out and drifted on this little piece of structure called the boot for a little while. We didn't mark anything. We're not marking bait, really not seeing much for life. But one of Ross's buddies said he saw a couple of fish jumping a little further inshore, so we're on our way inside a couple of miles, gonna reset up, see if maybe we have a little bit of better luck inside.
Maybe in waters that nurture giants, Fred and Captain Ross Cuse are making a move inshore.
It's really just been more of a traditional tuna fishery where we're putting out baits, putting them on the bottom, throwing out a kite, putting them on the surface, and you drift, and you wait, and you wait, and you eat, and you wait. That's all we've been doing is sitting and waiting, and that magical sound that you wait to hear, that drag zinging off, just hasn't happened.
There's where we put the boat. We put it at the Wood Islands. The spot for that, it could be over here. I'm not 100% sure.
So you considering getting the boat hauled onto that side of the island? Is that what I heard you say?
I don't have a lot of faith here.
So given that the fishing's been really slow, Ross was making a bunch of phone calls, and he got in touch with a friend of his that's on the south side of the island.
There have been rumors that there have been quite a few fish seen on the other side of the island, so we very well might just pick up and run.
But he told Ross when he was pulling his herring nets that he definitely saw tuna fish boiling around his nets. So Ross has made the call. At the end of the day today, we're gonna get the boat hauled, get it pulled across the other side of the island to put it in. We're gonna go down south to try to meet that herring migration to see if we can intercept the tuna even before they get here. Given what conditions are like today, I think that might be one of our only shots. It's kind of nuts what us tuna fishermen will do just to catch a fish.
It's an exodus, except instead of through a parted sea, this will be overland, across a hilly island.
We're heading down to the south side of the island to meet Ross. When we moved the boat over here yesterday, we got a tip that there were tuna fish around the herring nets, so we're gonna run down here and see if we can change our luck a little bit. Hopefully this big move was worth it. See what today brings. Boys!
Morning, Fred.
What's up?
How are you, buddy?
I'm all right, how are you? So, the plan is new grounds,
New grounds?
herring supposedly down there.
We're going to visit some herring boats.
Your buddy here in the herring boat said he actually saw him around his net and was marking him and whatnot,
Yeah,
so.
and some of the guys are hooking up also, so.
Good.
It could be today the herring move in, the mackerel move in, and the tuna move in.
That's it. All right, well, I'm ready to go. You guys need any help getting anything going, or are you pretty well good to go, too?
No, we're good to go. We'll just jump in the boat and set her off.
Gotcha.
Herring and mackerel have been the lifeblood of Prince Edward Island's fishermen since the days of the Micmac peoples. And the sight of gannets diving in the water is a sign they have always sought to locate the fish.
Just pulling up to a couple of gannets that are working this area, and that's really a giveaway that there's something going on right there. So the tuna fish, or any kind of fish, will be feeding on bait fish, scaring that bait fish up towards the surface. The birds see those bait fish, and that's really how the birds feed. They're depending on larger fish to help feed them with the bait fish. So we're gonna travel over there, watch the fish finder. If we see bait, that's a good place to stop and start fishing. If you see tuna and bait, well, you found the spot, and then it's just a matter of tricking them into biting a hook.
This is bluefin fishing in the raw. Chunks of bait fish cast into the water, flooding the current with scent. It's a race now to spread out the chum slick and hang the baits before the hungry birds crash down.
So we found ourselves the bait, that's for sure. This area is full of life. There's lots of seals in the area too, and seals' mark on the fish find are really similar to tuna, so a lot of times too, you'll get bit by a seal and you'll think it's a tuna fish, but it's a false excitement. We're gonna be dealing with a little bit of that, but we're in the zone, we're in the right area. Makes me feel a lot better about fishing here than it does in a blank ocean with nothing going on.
And what was once a maelstrom now lies calm. But what looks like a rising frenzy suddenly crests and falls. First, the bait balls disperse. Then even gannets and seals vanish.
Just as quick as you run into all this life, it vanishes. When we put a couple drifts through all that life, you know, there was a little bit of bait there. We didn't mark any fish, but, you know, 20 minutes into it, all the birds just picked up and left. Well, open, empty ocean again. It's kind of a crapshoot right now. We're gonna roll around and see if we can't come up with some kind of solution. Challenging conditions here between the off and on rain and wind. It's over a lack of fish, seals. It's a hunt, and that's really what this has turned into.
Captain Ross Cuse and Fred Levitman have hauled the boat overland to the waters on the opposite shore of the island. And they found bait at last, but bluefin have yet to appear. So they wind up the gear and plan for the next morning.
New day, new hopes, hopefully fresh start. The last couple of days, we've had high winds, weird conditions, but with every sunrise, new anticipations, new day. Yeah, hopefully today's gonna be the day.
A boat on the water is a machine in time. The ocean, a plane without past or present, movement forever forward. Everything before is memory and lesson. A fish hunted with bait and hook is a being brought back from the future.
There really haven't been a lot of herring around, and we just saw one of the boats pull up a net that they had out all night and came up dead empty. So the best thing we can do is just make all our gear perfect and hope that when we do come across that one fish, we get him to bite.
A baited hook is a messenger sent ahead to call the unknown future back.
Looks like there's a tuna on top of the water here, just surfaced.
There we go. I'm saying when you least expect it, you get bit.
All right, Freddie, let's go. Do your magic, buddy. Let's start to the day.
I'm gonna get this jacket off so I know when to be sweating in just a few minutes. Well, that's what I was saying earlier about tuna fishing is all you gotta do is put a bait in the water and you never know when it's gonna happen.
Freddie at North Lake Chargers.
Fred and I, we have a long history the last 3 years. He's been on my boat, and we've always been successful.
He's bigger than I thought he was.
47 minutes, estimated 900 pounds.
And I pick on him like he picks on me. We've become good friends.
Took a little longer than normal, pal.
See, Ross, you're getting all types of desperate, but you know just as well as I do, this boat always finds a fish.
Hello, buddy.
And I always want to get him a tough fish.
He's coming up at the bow hard. Ross, he's been staying on top this whole time, bud.
He's just playing with you now, Fred. But it's fun.
A bunch of seals in the area, and my line is literally potentially gonna come in contact with them, and when we're so tight, all it takes is something touching it, and the line will pop.
I don't want him to have an easy time at it. I want to make him sweat.
What's the depth here?
8 feet of water.
This fish is being a bit unpredictable. He's coming right at us, Ross.
After 2 days off the far shore, Fred and Captain Ross Cuse at least have a bluefin on. But this one, instead of turning to run silent and deep, he heads to the shallows, 20 feet or less by the beach.
He's coming right at us, Ross. What's the depth here?
What's the depth? 8 feet of water. That's
Just Ross, you're gonna have to be careful because this fish is zipping around left to right real quick, you know? When we're tuna fishing, we're in 80 to 250 feet of water. Right now, we're in 12 feet of water. So if that fish decides to take a run, oh, there he goes, now he turned. He's coming this way. He's going left or right or at the boat very quickly. And Ross is gonna have to be super diligent about maneuvering this boat so that we don't run this fish over.
A potential 1,000-pound fish in water no deeper than a city pool.
starting to go offshore now, Fred. Got 35 feet.
Got him heading in the right direction, but can't believe we're in 30 feet. That tuna fish. Been on this fish a good 40 minutes or so. All that work gone. Just because he didn't feel like sticking around.
It's not a battle of line gained or lost. It's one of muscle of fish and fishermen.
I love him and I hate him at the same time, you know? Tuna fish.
Tuna fish, indeed.
Well, this fish has finally settled down a little bit. He's settled down a bit deeper now. I should be able to start getting him to turn on his side and slowly start circling. We've had him on for quite a while and really starting to get nervous that there's probably a pretty good deal of chafe on that leader. Might pop off at any time.
That's the fun part about them. They're never always the same.
Well, that's what we wake up in the morning for. Every time we thought we had him under control, he changed directions and did something that tuna fish typically don't do. We just couldn't break this fish. We almost got him there, Josh. He just picked a direction again, but he's staying deep now. I've never put so much heat and so much time, so much effort, willpower into trying to get a tuna fish to the boat. This fish is pushing me to my limit. I was ready to give up. My body was ready to give up. I was literally this close. But I just kept thinking in my head, this could be one of those freaks of the ocean. And this has been the craziest fight I've ever had. Near all of the fish that I've caught. Get them to the boat within an hour 45. Don't think I've ever crossed the 2-hour mark.
There he is, Bob. I got him. Get you down.
3.5 hours. The emotional relief I felt knowing that I didn't have to fight that fish anymore, I'm not sure I've ever felt that in my life. In all my time, in all the hundreds of giant tuna fish that I've caught, I've never been so happy to get a fish boatside. I'm gonna let the boys get a tag in his back.
There we go, you tagged.
I'm really just trying to catch my breath while Josh and Bruce revive the fish.
You let him go.
We got a tag in his back. They're gonna release him.
There we go. Look at that release.
That's what's swimming him for a couple of minutes, revives him, swam away healthy, kicked away. Awesome, awesome. Despite all the hardships it causes on land and all the thousands of dollars spent, there's this odd attraction to the tuna fish itself that keeps drawing me to places like PEI for that never-ending quest to catch bigger, badder fish.